Dear students, hope you are doing well and studying pharmacology attentively. Today we are going to talk about pharmacodynamics. As you know that in general pharmacology, we mainly talk about pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics. As pharmacodynamics is a big chapter in general pharmacology, so I have decided to break it down into a few parts so that you can understand everything very easily. So without further ado, let's begin. Our objectives are, that means we would like to learn here what is pharmacodynamics, mechanism of drug action. We would learn about receptors and a few basic things about agonists and antagonists. So in pharmacodynamics, the first question is, what is pharmacodynamics? Let's look at the definition, right? So what is pharmacodynamics? The pharmacodynamics is the study of physiological and biochemical effects of drugs and their mechanisms of action in living organisms. This is the definition. So what does it mean? That in pharmacodynamics we actually study about the mechanism of action of drugs. That means how a drug acts, and further we study about their actions. What are the effects they produce, how they act, and what are the actions they produce. And these two things are mainly discussed in pharmacodynamics. Okay. Now, some of the examiners ask in Viva exams that when does pharmacodynamics occur? By asking this question, they mainly want to know the sequence of pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics. They ask you that does pharmacodynamics follow pharmacokinetics, or does pharmacodynamics occur after pharmacokinetics? The questions will be like that. So let's see the sequence of events that occur in pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics. First of all, you are giving a drug orally to a patient. After oral administration of a drug, it gets under disintegration and dissolution phase in the stomach, and then the absorption will start. So absorption into systemic circulation, your pharmacokinetics has started. Okay. Now after absorption, what happens after absorption? After absorption into systemic circulation, the drug enters into the distribution phase. In the distribution phase, the drug goes to the site of action and starts producing action. So when the drug is starting its action, then we say that the drug is in pharmacodynamic phase. Okay. So when the drug is doing its action, when the drug has reached its site of action and producing action, then we say the drug is in pharmacodynamic phase or the pharmacodynamic stage. And then after its action, what will happen? After its action, there will be biotransformation of the drug. So with biotransformation, when the biotransformation process has started, then we say the pharmacodynamics has ended. That means the drug is now breaking down, the drug is now preparing for elimination, right? And then finally the drug is eliminated from the body, or the drug is excreted from the body. Okay. So these are the sequence of events that occur in pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics. So in short, if you are answering that question, that when does pharmacodynamics occur within pharmacokinetics, or what is the sequence of pharmacodynamics, then you should say that pharmacodynamics occurs in between absorption and biotransformation phases of pharmacokinetics. Okay, hope you are clear about this. Now come to an important question, that is mechanism of drug action, how drug acts. Okay, so mechanism of drug action can be divided into two types. What are the types? One is specific mechanism, another is non-specific mechanisms. Okay, now what are specific mechanisms and what are non-specific mechanisms? Actually, when drug acts by binding with a certain type of molecule within the body, that is called specific mechanism. When a drug acts by binding with a specific regulatory molecule or a specific target protein, then we say the drug is acting specifically. That drug will not bind with any other protein or with any other molecule. That drug will selectively or specifically bind with that molecule only and produce its effects. And what are non-specific mechanisms? Here the drug will not bind with any internal molecule or anything like that. The drug will either change the physical environment of the body, or the drug may act or the drug may react chemically with some substances or with some chemical entities within the body. Okay, so these are specific mechanisms and non-specific mechanisms. Now come to specific mechanisms. As I have said that drug binds with specific target proteins to produce action. So what are these target proteins or what are these target molecules? These target molecules can be of four types. What are the types? Can be receptors, ion channels, enzymes, and transporters or carrier molecules. These are the target proteins. Okay, so let's talk about these four things briefly here. The first thing here is receptor. Okay, so the receptor phenomena is a very important topic in pharmacodynamics. So we will talk about this in details in the next video, but here just know what is receptor. Okay, so receptor may be defined as a macromolecule to which a particular ligand binds, and then it undergoes some transformational change and produces biological effects on the body. So what does it mean? It means that receptor is a macromolecule. Receptor is a molecule which is present within the body. Okay, it may be present on the cell membrane or maybe in cytoplasm or in nucleus, wherever it is. So with this molecule a particular ligand binds. That means a ligand can be a drug, a hormone, a neurotransmitter, a chemical, a toxin, etc. So a particular ligand binds. Suppose a drug is binding to that specific molecule. Okay, so the drug is the ligand and that molecule is the receptor, and after binding with the receptor, after the drug binds with that receptor, it will produce some effects. Okay, it will produce some biological effects on the body. So that molecule is called receptor. Now for example, see, I have given an example here. For example, adrenergic receptors. Okay, so beta adrenoceptor agonists and antagonists act through these receptors. Beta agonists and antagonists are drugs which bind with these adrenergic receptors. Okay, now let's come to ion channels. Ion channels are the other group of regulatory proteins or target proteins through which drugs act. So ion channels are gateways. These are the gateways in cell membranes that selectively allow the passage of particular ions. So ion channels are the gaps or the channels in cell membrane through which some ions enter into the cells or